So we're chatting with Pastor Joseph from Church West in Kalgoorlie. And which country are you from originally, brother?
Originally from Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
And tell us how you got out to Australia.
I came as a missionary about 15 years plus ago. And it was supposed to be a 6 months thing, but still here. We give God the glory.
Yeah.
And and moved to Kalgoorlie as a pastor. And here we are.
And I know when Will Graham preached here a year ago, there was about 600 people that made a commitment to Christ. You've got a few of them in your church. Tell us about the impact that's had on their lives.
Well, after the event or the ministry time, they were able to come back to Jesus. And so we had about 26 of them come back to Christ or come into our church. And we give God the glory that most of them are still coming. Some of them come to the Kalgoorlie church, which is an afternoon service. And then the morning service, we have some of them coming in. Actually, last Sunday, one of the people that got saved during the Will Graham event, she brought her children to church and her grandkids on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And so now they want to dedicate their kid and stuff like that. So it's good that not just one person was impacted, but now it's ripple effect. The families are getting touched and getting restored to Jesus Christ.
And I'm loving seeing all the different nationalities here in Kalgoorlie. What other African countries are represented here?
In our congregation, we have people from Botswana, we have people from Zimbabwe, Zambia, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Congo, then Nigeria, Ghana, Burkina Faso. So it's Ethiopia. And so it's good.
And I'll tell you what, when you guys worship, you just get into it. How can you teach us white people to worship God with a bit more joy,
I laugh because there's no difference between white or black, but we just got to learn to let go. Don't worship because the other person is beside you, watching you, or because it's sanctimonious or it's in order. You just have to worship as it comes from your heart. So our expression, let's use the phrase as Africans, is to let it out, is to be joyful, is to be expressive. When we mourn with expression. So it's a burden-lifting opportunity every time you come into worship. So my advice or my encouragement would be, let go and let God. If God's telling you to kneel down, just kneel for it. If He's telling you to fall on the floor, fall for it. If you're saying, but I don't think I'm dressed appropriate, then next time when you come to worship, dress the most appropriate you can be, because in His presence is fullness of joy and pleasures forevermore. Why do you want to be missing out on the pleasures and the presence of God when that's what makes a difference in your life? And sometimes, not many people have the opportunity to worship on a Sunday, whether it's 15 minutes worship or 45 minutes worship. But you just have to press into God no matter where you are. But when you get His presence, oh my gosh, you will never look back. You're not on to compromise on getting God. So that hour and a half you get in the presence of God on a Sunday, I say let's make the most of it so that we are intoxicated for the whole week with His presence, with His love, with His goodness, with appreciation for His kindness and His grace that is sufficient for us.
Well, thanks for having me here in Kalgoorlie, and great to see all the Vision Radio listeners and Word for Today readers here. Has that made a big impact on the city, you reckon?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, because I used to go into the prison for 12 years. Some of them listen to Vision Radio. They come and ask for the booklets. Some of them say, but I'm an old fella. But they still get the youth one. Whatever we've got, we give it to them. And so the youth expression is amazing. I just want to have a shout out to sister friend. I just went blank with her name now, but she plays some good hip hop and gospel.
Alex on Vision 180?
Yes.
Oh, cool,
She just got married and all that kind of stuff. Fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Good on her for practicing all the food. And keep poisoning your husband. He's a good dummy for expression. Just practice anything you want. But I just want to thank God to the Vision family. You're an encouragement to the guys in the prison and encouragement to the guys in the city. And all my cars have Vision. I just jump in and open it, and it's just God's presence. So thank you guys, and God bless.
Bless you, buddy. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Amen.